Rebecca D'Antonio lost $100,000 to an online dating con man. This story could be all about you. Federal Trade Commission, the agency in charge of protecting us, protecting the American consumer, has just released an advisory about the biggest fraud across the country right now, and it goes straight to the heart: romance scams.
And my mind was blown. My mind was blown watching how this man scammed these women out of their life savings, essentially.
Romance fraud. It is now bigger than bank fraud. It is even bigger than healthcare fraud. 80% more people in 2021 were swindled by wannabe Romeos than the year before.
Valentine's Day has come and gone, but romance is alive and well. And sadly, so are online romantic scams that have amounted to a total of $1 billion in scammed funds in the US alone. The FBI just came out with a report that online victims who have been involved in romance scams have lost a total of $1 billion in 2021. The FBI's report right before Valentine's Day is shocking, but there are a few things about our daily life today that make sense as to why this type of cybercrime is rising rapidly. Let's get into it. An article from the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project gives some interesting details about how COVID-19 might be to blame for an increase in scammers using romance to gain traction and money. As so much activity, both professional and social, moved inside due to COVID, scammers started taking advantage of people's increased online time, especially those of non-tech literate individuals. So a common example of this type of crime goes like this. A scammer will adopt an online persona using fake photos and information and use sites like social media or dating sites to make connections with vulnerable individuals. Most likely victims in these cases are elderly women. The scammers will prey on their vulnerability, offering them emotional support and getting the victim dependent on their constant communication. They will then use these illusions of romanticism to manipulate the victim, asking for money, asking them to transfer money to someone else, or asking for items and goods. The FBI report goes on to say that because so many non-tech savvy people were thrust into the remote world, this type of crime has become so much more lucrative. People are looking for connections online and are perhaps more trusting and not as skeptical about someone not wanting to meet in person because of COVID. The criminals spend hours honing their skills, relying on well-rehearsed scripts that have been used repeatedly and successfully, and sometimes keep journals on their victims to better understand how to manipulate and exploit them. In Colorado and Wyoming last year, one specific ring of romance scammers took money from 200 people, totaling $32 million. There's a lot of good to come from online interactions, and this isn't to say that meeting people on the internet is in general bad or even sketchy, but there are some important things to keep in mind. If someone's profile looks too perfect, it probably is. Be wary of people who immediately want to take the chat off the social platform and into a private online space, like from the Tinder app, for example, to your personal text messages. The FBI says that if you've wanted to meet the match in person but they've made excuses, be suspicious. And lastly, don't ever send money to someone you've only communicated with online or on the phone. Just don't do it. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.